In the 21st century, the battlefield has expanded far beyond traditional lines. Soldiers, tanks. Today, the threat of a ballistic missile strike looms large over nations, big and small. These weapons can carry conventional warheads, nuclear warheads across vast distances at incredible speeds, represent a profound strategic challenge. A single launch can threaten entire cities, military bases, critical infrastructure, making the ability to defend against such an attack a paramount concern for national security planners. The proliferation of missile technology means this isn't just a concern for superpowers anymore. A growing number of countries are developing or acquiring these devastating capabilities, making the skies a more dangerous place than ever before. This urgent need for protection has given rise to a new and incredibly sophisticated arms race, one focused not on offense but on defense. Enter the era of the missile shield. These complex systems are designed to be the ultimate guardians, a technological bubble capable of detecting, tracking, destroying an incoming missile before it can reach its target. They are a nation's last line of defense against a weapon that offers little to no warning. The American-made Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, THAAD, and the Russian S-400 Triumf. The Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, or THAAD system, is one of the crown jewels of the United States Missile Defense Network. Its name perfectly describes its mission: to intercept incoming ballistic missiles during their terminal phase. What makes THAAD special is its ability to intercept at very high altitudes. It can operate inside the Earth's atmosphere. It can also intercept just outside the Earth's atmosphere. The system's eyes, the AN/TPY-2 X-band radar. That radar detects and tracks threats from hundreds of miles away. The THAAD Fire Control and Communications Unit, the Mobile Command Center. Unlike explosive warheads, THAAD uses pure kinetic energy. It's a hit-to-kill weapon launched at hypersonic speeds. The high-speed collision obliterates the threat high above Earth. First deployed in 2008, proven and battle-tested. Guam, South Korea, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. THAAD's purpose: a reliable, highly effective shield against short-range ballistic missiles, against medium-range ballistic missiles, against intermediate-range ballistic missiles, protecting high-value assets. On the other side of the strategic divide stands Russia's S-400 Triumf, known to NATO as the SA-21 Growler. The S-400 is widely regarded as one of the most advanced and capable long-range surface-to-air missile systems in the world today. Unlike THAAD, which is a specialist designed primarily to counter ballistic missiles, the S-400 is a versatile all-in-one air defense solution. Its primary mission is to establish dominance over a vast swath of airspace, creating a formidable anti-access/area denial bubble. This means it is designed not only to shoot down ballistic missiles, but also to target a wide spectrum of aerial threats, including ballistic missiles, fighter jets, stealth aircraft bombers, cruise missiles, drones. The S-400 system is a complex and modular weapon built around a sophisticated suite of radars and a flexible family of missiles. At its core is a powerful set of acquisition radars, engagement radars that can scan the skies for hundreds of kilometers in every direction, capable of tracking dozens of targets simultaneously. This multi-layered radar coverage gives the S-400's command post a comprehensive picture of the surrounding airspace, allowing it to prioritize threats and assign the best weapon to engage each one. What truly sets the S-400 apart is its tiered defense capability, which comes from its ability to fire several different types of interceptor missiles. This includes the extremely long-range 40N6E missile, reportedly capable of hitting targets up to 400 kilometers away, and shorter-range missiles like the 9M96E2, designed for more agile, close-in threats. This layered approach allows a single S-400 unit to create a dense defensive shield, engaging multiple targets at various altitudes and distances simultaneously, making it incredibly difficult for an attacker to penetrate. When placing the American THAAD system into a direct comparison, its defining characteristic is its specialization. THAAD is not a jack of all trades, it is a master of one very specific and challenging mission: intercepting ballistic missiles at high altitude. The system is engineered for what military planners call upper-tier defense. It is designed to get the first shot at an incoming medium or intermediate-range ballistic missile as it plummets through the upper atmosphere. This approach provides a critical layer of defense, positioned above lower-tier systems like the Patriot, which engage threats at lower altitudes and closer ranges. The operational philosophy behind THAAD can be described as a surgical strike. It uses its powerful AN/TPY-2 radar to acquire and lock on to a single high-value target, the enemy warhead, then guides a single highly advanced interceptor to destroy it via direct impact. This hit-to-kill technology is incredibly precise, requiring phenomenal targeting and guidance. The advantage of this approach is its effectiveness against the most dangerous threats. By focusing all its energy on stopping the ballistic missile itself, THAAD neutralizes the highest priority target far from the asset it defends: a city, a military base, an aircraft carrier group. However, this specialization has limitations. THAAD is not designed to engage conventional aircraft, fighter jets, bombers, low-flying cruise missiles. Its radar and interceptors are optimized for the high-speed, predictable trajectory of a ballistic missile in its terminal phase. Asking a THAAD battery to shoot down an agile fighter jet would be like asking a world-class sniper to engage in close-quarters combat. It's simply not the right tool for the job. In stark contrast to THAAD's specialized role, the Russian S-400 Triumf embodies a philosophy of comprehensive, layered defense. If THAAD is a sniper, the S-400 is an entire infantry squad, equipped with different weapons for different situations. Its fundamental design purpose is to control a massive bubble of airspace and deny it to any and all aerial intruders. High-flying spy planes, strategic bombers, low-observable stealth fighters, attack helicopters, swarms of cruise missiles. It is also designed to have a counter-theater ballistic missile capability, though this is one of many roles rather than its sole purpose. The S-400 achieves this versatility through a family of different interceptor missiles. A single S-400 battery can be equipped with a tailored mix of missiles. For extremely distant targets, the 40 N6E range up to 400 kilometers. For medium-range threats, missiles in the approximately 250 km class. For nimble, closer-in targets like fighter jets and incoming cruise missiles, it can deploy smaller, highly agile interceptors, such as the 9M96. This creates a multi-layered, overlapping field of fire that is incredibly difficult for an enemy to penetrate. Digging into the technical specifications reveals the core differences in philosophy between the two systems. The heart of any missile defense system is its radar THAAD, and S-400 take different approaches. THAAD relies on the AN/TPY-2, a massive X-band phased array radar. X-band is ideal for discriminating small objects. It can distinguish the actual warhead decoy's debris. Official detection range is classified but widely estimated well over 1,000 kilometers, enabling long-range tracking and early warning to the U.S. Missile Defense Network. The S-400 uses a suite of radars working together: primary long-range surveillance radar, Big Bird. Big Bird operates in a lower frequency band, giving enormous detection range, reportedly up to 600 kilometers against large, high-altitude targets. Complemented by higher frequency engagement radars and fire control radars that guide missiles to targets. This multi-radar setup tracks many diverse targets simultaneously and is more resilient to electronic jamming, but lower frequency single radars may lack the fine discrimination of THAAD's X-band against complex ballistic threats. Interceptors tell a similar story. THAAD uses a single interceptor type, a sleek projectile with a single-stage rocket motor. It carries no explosive warhead, relies on a kinetic kill vehicle to collide at hypersonic speed. Engagement envelope: a high-altitude bubble range, about 200 kilometers altitude, up to 150 kilometers. Allows intercepts in the thin upper atmosphere, offering a significant safety margin. Focus: one perfect hit. S-400 fields a family of missiles. 40 N6E, around 400 kilometers, likely versus large slow targets. 250 kilometer missile, 120 kilometer missile, 40 kilometer missile. Most S-400 missiles use blast fragmentation warheads. They detonate in proximity shower targets with shrapnel. Highly effective against aircraft, but less certain against hardened ballistic warheads at extreme speeds compared to direct kinetic impact. The deployment map of THAAD and the S-400 reads like a list of the world's geopolitical hotspots, illustrating their central role in modern strategic competition. The United States has deployed its own THAAD batteries to protect critical assets and allies in key regions. One of the most prominent deployments is in Guam, a vital U.S. territory and military hub in the Pacific Ocean, placed there specifically to defend against potential missile launches from North Korea. Another highly publicized deployment is in South Korea, a decision that was met with fierce opposition from China, which feared the system's powerful radar could be used to spy deep into its own territory. Beyond its own deployments, the U.S. has selectively exported THAAD to its closest and wealthiest partners in the Middle East. The United Arab Emirates was the first foreign customer, acquiring the system to build a defense against Iran's growing arsenal of ballistic missiles. Saudi Arabia followed suit, investing billions to create its own THAAD shield for the same reason. These sales are as much about reinforcing strategic alliances as they are about defense. By providing THAAD, Washington solidifies its security partnerships and ensures that its allies are equipped with systems that are fully interoperable with U.S. military forces, creating a unified defense network in the region. The S-400, on the other hand, has become Russia's premier strategic export, a tool for generating revenue and building influence with nations outside the traditional U.S. orbit. The first and most significant export customer was China. Beijing's acquisition of the S-400 dramatically enhances its ability to enforce its territorial claims in the South China Sea and over Taiwan, creating a powerful deterrent against potential U.S. air and naval intervention. The system gives China the ability to threaten aircraft operating from bases in Taiwan or from aircraft carriers hundreds of kilometers away, fundamentally changing the military balance in the region. The list of S-400 customers highlights a growing trend of strategic multipolarity. India, a country that balances relationships with both Russia and the United States, chose the S-400 to modernize its air defenses against Pakistan and China. The most controversial sale was to Turkey, a NATO member. The decision caused a major crisis within the alliance, leading to Turkey's removal from the F-35 stealth fighter program over fears that the S-400's radars could be used to collect sensitive data on the jet's capabilities. Other nations, including Belarus and Algeria, also operate the S-400, making it the air defense system of choice for countries seeking to assert their strategic autonomy from the West. The rivalry between THAAD and the S-400 transcends a simple technical comparison. It has become a major source of geopolitical friction and a powerful lever in international diplomacy. The choice to purchase one system over the other is rarely just a military decision. It is a profound political statement that signals a country's strategic alignment and can trigger significant rewards or severe consequences. For the United States, the export of THAAD is a tool to strengthen its network of alliances. For Russia, the export of the S-400 is a way to challenge that network, build new partnerships, generate crucial defense revenue. The most dramatic example of this diplomatic fallout is the case of Turkey. As a member of NATO, Turkey's decision to purchase the Russian S-400 system sent shockwaves through Washington, Brussels. The primary U.S. concern was that operating the S-400 alongside advanced NATO aircraft, particularly the F-35 stealth fighter, would create an unacceptable security risk. The fear was that the S-400's advanced radar systems could learn to track and target the F-35, compromising the stealth technology that is the cornerstone of American air power for generations to come. This was a red line that the U.S. was not willing to cross. In response to Turkey's intransigence, the United States took the unprecedented step of expelling its NATO ally from the F-35 program, canceling its order for over 100 jets, halting the training of its pilots. Washington also imposed sanctions on Turkey's defense industry under the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, THAAD. This episode created a deep and lasting rift within the NATO alliance, demonstrating that the choice of a missile defense system could have consequences far outweighing its military utility, impacting a nation's economy and its standing within decades-old security pacts. The S-400 deal became a symbol of Turkey's strategic drift away from its traditional Western partners. India's purchase of the S-400 also put it at risk of U.S. sanctions under THAAD. While Washington ultimately granted a waiver, citing the importance of its strategic partnership with New Delhi in countering China, the threat lingered for years and strained relations. For countries in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, the choice is even starker. Opting for THAAD deepens their security relationship with the United States, but may anger China, may anger Russia. Choosing the S-400 offers a powerful capability, but risks incurring the wrath of Washington and being cut off from access to other advanced Western military technology, turning a simple procurement decision into a high-stakes diplomatic gamble. The face-off between the American THAAD and the Russian S-400 is more than a technical contest. It is a clash of military philosophies. It is a barometer of global strategic competition. THAAD represents the American approach to warfare, highly specialized, technologically exquisite, designed to perform a critical mission with unparalleled precision. It is the ultimate shield against the ballistic missile. Its hit-to-kill interceptor is a marvel of engineering. Its powerful radar links allied defenses. It is a defender, a surgical tool protecting high-value assets with near certainty. The S-400, in contrast, embodies a different philosophy. It is a versatile, comprehensive area denial weapon, a brute force solution to control a vast battle space. Its multi-layered system, radar's missiles, creates a dense web of interlocking defenses. It can threaten stealth fighters and cruise missiles across enormous distances. It is not just a shield, it is also a sword. It projects power and makes huge swaths of territory off limits. Its appeal is versatility, an all-in-one solution for air sovereignty. So, who wins? It depends entirely on the mission. If the goal is to stop an intermediate-range ballistic missile at high altitude with the highest probability of success, the specialized THAAD system, with its hit-to-kill technology and discrimination radar, likely holds the edge. If the goal is area defense against many aerial threats, fighter jets, bombers, cruise missiles, the S-400's layered multi-missile approach offers flexibility and depth THAAD can't match. Two different tools for different, sometimes overlapping jobs. This debate will shape global security for the foreseeable future. Today, on September 7, 2025, proliferation is redrawing strategic maps. It forces new tactics and drives development of the next generation of hypersonic weapon stealth aircraft designed to defeat them. Deployments from the Korean Peninsula, Middle East, Eastern Europe underscore their role on the global chessboard. The rivalry is about more than which system is better. It's about competing spheres of influence and a central drama of our turbulent times.